when we last left off, Eric and I had reached max boredom in Jerusalem. There's a certain amount of stuff to do, and I think we managed to do a whole bunch of it. And thankfully to my mom, she had managed to get us tickets in a business class flight all the way back home, which is amazing. But since we were so bored, I decided, we gotta call and find out if we can get this ticket moved up. Like, we can't stay here for another 6 days and basically just waste money waiting. So I called, and surprisingly, they were able to get us on a flight 2 days later, which meant from Jerusalem, we would have to travel the next day to Tel Aviv, hang out in Tel Aviv for a few hours, go to the airport, stay the night at the airport to get on our 5 a.m. flight. So we managed to do all that, and we were pretty excited about surprising my parents once we got home.
Okay, so it's 7:30 in the morning on the, I don't even know what day it is, hold on. It is Sunday the 17th, and our plane leaves at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. We have to be at the airport at like 2 a.m. because the security in Israel is really tight on the airlines, so you have to be there like super early. So basically, we're in Jerusalem. We're gonna go to Tel Aviv today and just kind of like look around with our bags on, which sucks, but whatever. We'll probably just end up finding some place on the beach and hanging out. And then tonight, as late as possible, we're gonna get on a bus and we're gonna go to the airport. And I suspect we'll be at the airport by like 10 p.m. And then we just gotta kind of wait around until we can get our boarding pass, go through security, and then wait around till we can get on the plane, and then we get on the plane, and then we fly home. I'm going to keep track of kind of what goes on through the day, and I'm going to talk in Israel time just to make sure that everything makes sense, and we can keep track of how long it is before we actually stop and get a chance to go back to sleep. So, like I said, it's 7:30 a.m. on the 17th of October. So here we go, endurance run time, our last one. So it's gonna be a biggie, but I'm glad at the end of it we don't have to wander around a city looking for a place to sleep. Sorry, I'm tired.
Okay, so it's 10:30 in the morning, and we have to check out of here at 11. So we're packing, and I've just gotten done with the shower, and I'd like to point out something here. My hair is destroyed. My hair is just a complete, it feels like a rough patch of shit on my head. It's really awful. So I'm looking forward to getting home and getting rid of my hair. And we woke up tired and exhausted. So we did the math, and it's like 37 or 38 hours from now until we land in the States. We don't have any place to stay in between those times, so it should be a good time. You ready?
Yep.
How would you describe my hair?
Matted. Natty. There might be a creature that's living in it, I don't know.
So, like, they're just now installing all this. You can see this guy with a bunch of equipment in there. And they've been driving back and forth up and down the track. I guess testing the track. I don't know, but hey, it's a historic moment. People are actually driving the little rail system they're building in Jerusalem all of a sudden. So in 20 years, you can look back and be like, damn, that's the first time that happened. So we were just walking down the street, and this is the first time in our entire trip we've been asked for, like, by an official, like a police officer or something, to see our passports without, a reason. It's not like we were crossing a border or going into something that, an airport or something where you'd be expected to show it. Like, this was random. We were just walking down the street, and they were like, hey, we need to see your passports. So it's funny that on the last day that we are basically the last day we're traveling is the first time that ever happened. So, yeah, weird. Okay, it's 1:50 now, Israeli time, and we have gone to the post office and walked all the way to the bus station and had some lunch, and we are now on a bus going to Tel Aviv, and we're going to go to Tel Aviv and hang out there for a few hours, and then we got to find out how late the latest bus leaves from Tel Aviv, and then to go to the airport, and then we will catch the bus from Tel Aviv to the airport and then hang out there until the plane leaves. So Yeah.
Alright. Thank you, bus. It's 3:25 now. We have finally gotten our bearings in Tel Aviv, which included going into a bus station that's more like a shopping mall. Like, there's just tons and tons of little shops everywhere, and the information that you need to actually get somewhere by using a bus at the bus station really isn't very helpful. I had to go through 2 different companies to finally find the company that serviced the airport to find out how late they would be running their buses, which is till 11 p.m. tonight, which is good news. And then we asked one of the other companies where we could leave our bags, and they told us that we could leave them with the pizza people across the street. So we went to the pizza people, and they, for 10 shekels, they'll hold 1 bag for however many hours you're gonna be gone. So for 20 shekels, we're now bagless, which is wonderful. And we found a man that was in there that had maps and told us how to get to the beach. So we are going to go to the beach and spend a couple hours not sitting in the airport. Hooray. And yeah, that's really all that's happened. The bus ride was really nice. It was actually pretty good, so that's good.
So we have found the Mediterranean Sea again. So we saw it in Alexandria in Egypt, and now we are in Tel Aviv. And all the people windsurfing is just amazing. It looks amazing. The sun setting and everything, it's pretty epic. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be able to get in because I don't see any place for me to change. And honestly, that means I would have to fly home and be all like covered in salt water for the entire time. It's probably not the best of ideas. So that's how it is, and we'll probably see a sunset from here, and that's not so bad. Did you get your toes in? She did.
Eric's working on his kiteboarding abilities here. Seems to be good. Still on the ground though, I'm a little disappointed.
I'm not sure what the deal is, but there is a ton of pregnant women in Israel. Like, it seems like 10% of the women are in some stage of pregnancy. Most of them look like they're about 11 months pregnant. Like, this lady we just walked by was just like exploding with babies. So one last bitch fest. If you want nice people, don't come to Israel. Like, everybody here is rude, doesn't give a fuck about anybody else, and they won't help you at all. Everything is confusing, nothing makes any sense, and nobody is willing to help anybody. They will walk into you, they will push you over. Everybody in the streets is just like really obnoxious the way they walk. Yada, yada, yada. Like, we just asked a guy that works here, he's a security guard here. Where's the ATM? Like 5 feet back. He's like, I don't know. Look at this. Ugh. Like, it's just like redundantly obnoxious that nobody gives a crap about helping anybody. So, I mean, lots of stuff to see, not much to do, and the people are dicks. Okay, so after a stream of like 10 people that were just completely worthless, I mean, these are all employees of places that don't want to help anything. This lady that was just like a customer in the bus station completely helped us and straightened everything out and got everything explained, and very nice lady. So let's say that redeems Israel for one little slight thing. Yeah. And what time is it?
7:23.
It's 7:23 in the evening, and we are on a bus on the way to the airport. Okay, so it is 8:30 Israeli time in the evening, and it's a little quick update. We have found our places to sit, and we can check in at 2 a.m. and then we can get our boarding passes, and then we can go wait for our 5 a.m. flight. So this is what we're gonna do for a while, is just sit here in these seats and, you know, chill. I'll be right back.
Eric is now exiting. We are having our first lounge experience at the Tel Aviv airport, and it's been pretty entertaining thus far because there's free food, and there's free soda, and there's free Wi-Fi, and there's free electricity. all of those make us very, very happy because we were worried that we weren't going to get any food at all. It's pretty nice. It's much smaller than I had expected, but there it is.
Okay, so we've been told that the security at the international airport in Israel was going to be like a complete disaster and a really big pain in the ass. And it was definitely stricter than any place we've ever been, but it wasn't horrible. You have to go through security with all of your baggage before you check your bags, before you get your boarding passes or anything, which is, you know, peculiar because normally you get your boarding pass, check your bags, and then you go through security with your carry-on. That's it. But we don't check any bags, so everything is just carry-on, so it's no different to us. So you stand in this big long line that doesn't make any sense, and then this girl comes up to you, like she's just walking along, and she's like asking people questions and stuff, and she kind of interviews you, and she asked us like who we were and where we were going and how long we'd been in Israel and what we were doing and where we'd been and like if we lived together at home and how long we'd known each other and like kind of like personal questions, things you wouldn't get asked in the States, definitely. And then she takes this little sticker and puts it on the back of your passport and marks it. And after that sticker gets marked with whatever markings that means, everybody treats you just like, okay, whatever, just go on. But the people, like, this guy behind us was, like, standing behind us, like, smacking his hand, like, annoyed that he was having to wait in this line. And she marked a different symbol on his and stuck him in a line where he had to, like, run his things through his bag, run his bags through these machines, and then go to this, like, big stand where they got these big monitors. And, like, they go through your bag and they mark everything in the bag on the monitor, like, what you're carrying. So, like, he had an attitude, so his day got screwed. And then, like, after all that, you have to go through the normal security that you would have to go through to get, like, carry-on baggage in, and then you have to go through immigration, et cetera, et cetera. So every one of those steps, they look at this little sticker, and every time they saw this little sticker for us, they were like, oh, go ahead, no problem. And every time they probably saw the sticker for that guy, they were probably like, oh, here are the rubber gloves, good luck. So, just being a little bit smiley actually got us a long way there. But other than that, it's been all right, normal stuff. We hung out in that lounge, and now we're about to jump on the plane and sit up front for once. So, no more sitting in the back with the shit munchers for us. We are riding in style. Okay, so it is 11:30 in the morning on, I don't even know what day, the day after yesterday. And we have arrived in Madrid, and we wanted to go into the city, but like after looking at the way the airport is laid out and the amount of time we have, we don't have time, so we're not going to the city. But we're in another one of those lounges where like there's like a bunch of free food and they have showers and stuff, so I'm gonna take a shower because I mean, you know, I got nothing else to do. So we're still in this lounge thing in Madrid, and I am going to take a shower. Look at this. Look at this shower. It's got like those like jets that shoot out all over the place, and like we were just talking about how we've been traveling for 14 months, and this is by far, hands down, the most luxurious area of anything that we've been in. So it's kind of a nice way to go home, to be completely honest, and it's really nice. I haven't had a shower in like 24 hours or more than that now. It's been longer than that. So it's going to be nice to actually get a shower and actually get to go home not feeling like a complete ball of crap. So I got to change of clothes, I'm going to take a shower, I'm going to get my hair did, it's going to look good. Alright. So get a load of this. So there's nobody else in here, and this is the lounge, like we're just gonna hang out in here and watch movies and take a nap. I mean, what the hell? And there's like free food and like, I mean, there's an open bar, like completely like expensive alcohol leaked up there, and what is going on? Like, why does this happen? And the internet is not free. How messed up is that? They're like, oh, we'll get you tipsy, we'll get you boozed up, but if you want to get online, check your email, it's going to cost you. It's a weird set of priorities. Europe. Okay, so it's 4 o'clock right now. Israeli time, which is also actually local time too, so figure that out. We flew 5 hours and didn't go across the time zone. I'm sure daylight savings time is the culprit in this case, but it's still weird. Anyway, so we're getting ready to get on our plane. Look at the airport though, it's really nice. We hadn't walked around at all because we were in our luxury siesta lounge.
I did watch you take a snooze. You had a mega siesta.
Yeah, I did.
You
I
got a little
napped.
tipsy on some champagne and then you fell asleep. He's a hot date.
Okay, so this is insane. We'll show the seats later. I'll get that all straightened out later. But first off, we're eating, and they've already come through with like the wine cart, and we got our water and like everything. And now we're working on appetizers. And she is getting bread all over my computer. And so it's like a bread, and then you've got these couple of little like oils, you know, in case you needed that, and then some like mushrooms and asparagus, and that's a veal consomme, and then some cheeses and some grapes. Yeah. So this is round one, and I've ordered my steak tenderloin, and she ordered something we're not even sure what it is.
It's fish.
It's a fish of some sort.
I don't know what kind of fish.
Okay, so we'll keep you updated. What time is it? It's 6:25 p.m. now. Israeli time. Just keep me updated. Quick addition here. This veal consomme, not only is it the only veal consomme I've ever had in my life, it's also the best veal consomme I've ever had in my life. It is exquisite. This is good stuff. And this is the main course for me. So you can see it's a little small, but that's okay, because all the other courses I'm pretty full already. And Katie has this big slice of fish. What is it?
I don't know. Something with cherries.
Some sort of ice cream brulee type of thing.
Raspberries. It's a raspberry
something
thing.
or other.
It's very, very good. Alright, so I wanted to show you the capabilities of our stuff that we have here. Go ahead. The seats seriously lay all the way down. Like, they get flat. It's pretty ridiculous. Like, I took a hardcore snooze, and Eric's been asleep pretty much the whole time we've been here. That's one of the things. Then we've got television. Oh, wow. We're gonna get there pretty early. We are going to be waiting on Jesse, and I'm going to be like, what the? Right now, it is 11:22. We have been traveling for a very, very long time. Yeah, surprisingly, we've had a lot of sleep, and I am ready for a snack. I'm about to have myself a snack. Yeah. This is heaven. I'm getting back into my blankie and getting into my pod so they can bring me a snack.
Okay, it's 1:17 a.m. Israeli time on Tuesday, and we have just landed in Dulles, and we are getting ready to get off the plane. How are you feeling?
Good. Nervous.
You're
Got
nervous?
butterflies.
Yeah.
Surprises make me nervous, even when they're not surprises for me.
All right, it's 1:44 in the morning Israeli time, but it's 7:44 p.m. the day before American time. So we time traveled backwards or something. Hey, look, it's Jesse.
Knowing him would have gone like the first time.
It's got an elephant. Katie.
I see. Give me the wallet. Oh no. It smells like hot dogs.
All right, let's go.
Might be made out of hot dog.
Okay, I know this is going to be really dark, but it's like 3:15 a.m. Israeli time, and it's like, what, 9 o'clock here? 9:15? Ish, I think, in the States, and we're walking up to Katie's parents' house. which is there, and they have no idea where we are. They have no idea where we are, so this should be interesting.
They think we are in Tel Aviv.
Yeah, they think we're in Israel still. So, yeah, here we go.
Are you rolling?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! How did you get home? Oh my god!
Getting hugged from the front and the back.
Clean champ list on the clipboard.
Oh, there's a clean champ list. That's nice.
That was pretty good.
Oh.
Hi. YouTube.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Is your dad downstairs?
What are you doing here?
He got bored.
You guys messed it up so Welcome home. Now you can help us hang it.
Were you gonna be in the airport with that? Okay, it's 5:18 a.m. Israeli time. My schedule is kind of like completely nuts. I'm not really that tired though, even though that sounds like nuts. I mean, we traveled for like 48 hours or something. And I am now in the room where we left all of the worldly possessions that we own. So if you're curious as to what we own after doing something like this, it is all right here. So we've got these plastic bins, and it's all of our clothes and anything that we own, and this little bit of stuff here, and that's it. So I'm gonna look for some clothes to wear that aren't the awful clothes I've been wearing for the last 14 months. I'm very stoked about this. And in addition to this, I've got a drum set and a bass amp at another friend's house, but like I said, we don't have a lot between the two of us, so it's gonna be kind of fun. That's Dr. Oink.